Greetings, greetings. Welcome to Compost and Causations. Checking my sounds, make sure I'm good. Happy December 3rd, 2022. This is the podcast edition or version of Compost and Causations. Why aren't you able to see my beautiful face? Why am I choosing not to show my beautiful face? That will be revealed in due time. But for now, we are here and we are grateful. And I am observing the sunset. And this is a blessing. And I apologize for coming on just over an hour past the time that was scheduled. And but life happens, and just taking care of some necessary tasks, super important tasks actually, that need to be taken care of with what's going on in my life right now. And sometimes things run over. And this broadcast is also super important. And you all are super important. Just trying to squeeze it all in and make the most of it. And right now I'm just, like I said, grateful for the sunset. It's been pretty rainy today in New York City, Brooklyn to be exact. And now it's a little bit of sun peeking through as the sun is setting, and very cool. And I'm fasting today. Wasn't the original plan when I woke up, but based upon what needed to happen today, I was like, you know what? Let me just follow through or see it through all the way and go with it. It's a Saturday in late autumn in the Northeast region. I'm just thankful for life. So this particular broadcast is really about just free and open, kind of like a stream of consciousness, whatever comes to mind, whatever it is we want to talk about, whatever it is I want to talk about, whatever's on my head and my heart. So it's probably going to be a shorter broadcast. And but yeah, I'm here. And how are you all doing? What y'all got going on? Huh? What was for lunch? Was it good? What'd you drink? Okay. Yeah. Drink some water. Water's always the business. In fact, I'll do some of that right now. Get some of that asthma going on. ASMR. As you can see, well, before we do anything, what's super, super, super duper important is that you have to do what's on the screen. You got to like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell so we can get people in here. And let's go ahead and start with that. The goal is for the channel to grow, and I am sending the signal out to find my tribe. And Compost and Causations is really about talking about sustainability, agriculture, and composting. So those who are interested in those topic matters, I invite you to join the conversation, to throw a topic out, to ask a question, to leave a comment in the comment section with what it is you think that you want me to address or lead the conversation in. We can do that, but I am a human being who's interested in composting. And I am, just so happens that I've been in the Northeast region, New York in particular, doing it. So I want to connect with other human beings because I don't know that many other broadcasts and podcasts that deal with composting specifically. If they do, then there's not that many of them let alone somebody who is, a black man leading the conversation. And so I think that it's important to tap into and support, those of us who either have a niche aspect of things, or it's unusual to, or not common that you would see, a black American, foundational black American man who is very, very curious and heavily interested in sustainability and composting and has training in it, to the point where, he's going to start a broadcast and invite people from all over the world, all over the country to, chime in on these topic matters. So when you see somebody who is unique in their field or unique in their craft, I mean, you gotta do your best to make sure that you support, dig into it, show some interest, do what you can. If they're about positivity and progression, do what you can to make sure that their platform, their career, grows. If we're truly about equity and inclusion, then that would be best. And it's really giving you a front row seat. So it's like, for those who come into the channel or join the channel in due time, or subscribe, and check out the broadcast, you're literally like the first people, like you're in the front row. You are the day oneers, as they say. And so it's really a prime opportunity to be a part of something worthwhile and special. And I'm doing my best to bring value to you in that. And things are going to be shifting and growing and changing a lot over the coming, days and strongs and months. And so this is a prime opportunity. I'm not going to beg. I'm just going to ask and sometimes request that your presence is felt, because this is an investment in myself. This is my profession. This is my career. The same way that you have one, you have a job, you have a career, you have a profession that you've chosen. Maybe some of us feel like we were forced into it because of situations. But every day that you get up, you make that choice to go into that job or work from home or work from a remote location to complete the task. And what happens when you're done with that task? You get compensated for it in the form of payments, money, finances, economics. So, same thing here. I'm at work. I'm working. I've invested the resources, the training, the tools, the equipment to bring something of value and quality to you in your life, because things are newer. It's laying the foundation. It's still in the building stages. And so this is why I've been employing and asking for your patience. And let me take a peek at the sunset straight on real quick. Give me just a moment. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me, in fact, take a picture. And maybe you should too. Not sure where you're at in the world right now, but the next sunset that you see, why not go ahead and make a choice to take a picture? Okay, so that's done. So um, so the first 90 days, October 1st to January 1st, 2000, October 1st, 2022 to January 1st, 2023 is really about laying the foundation and experimenting with a few topic matters and doing a few things such as an interview here and there, a talk here and there, opening it up for questions and comments, and a podcast. So I've done several things to experiment and explore and see what people grasp onto the most. And so that's part of starting something new. Um, and maybe you'll do very, very well successfully right out the gate and get tons of subscribers and watch hours. And, maybe, you won't. But I think the most important thing is that you go forth, and that's what I'm doing. And so, but like I said, in the coming days, things are going to be changing up very, very much. And, you know, it's going to be to my liking, and wishfully it's to your liking. And if it's not, think about somebody else to pass it along to. And we're going to keep on growing and keep on doing what we need to do. So, yeah, that's essentially the foundation of thought of where I'm at this present moment. And because this is, stream of consciousness and, free thinking of the sort. Um, Let me just check something real quick. Um, I would say, I am saying, if you are a composter and you're working on a processing site, be it large or small, to do the necessary research on your own, or utilize the research that your organization or company may have already done and may have in place about what kind of what's released in the air, especially chemical compound wise, when a windrow is steaming, or when you open it up, or when it avalanches and all this steam comes up out of it. Like what could potentially be in that steam, because you're going to be inhaling it, whether you have a mask on or not, unless your mask is like some gas mask kind of situation. But more often than not, you're going to be ingesting smells and steams and scents, and you're going to be, getting things on your skin, decomposed material, items, fruits, vegetables, food. And so some of it has been on people's mouths. So it's all kinds of enzymes and compounds that you're dealing with, coming from other humans and just coming from, the plant world. And, when all that cooks together by way of microorganisms and macroorganisms, it's being put through a process to turn it into compost, soil amendment, and a kind of fertilizing soil of the sort to help out your outside garden, or your indoor plants, or your little farm that you got going on, whatever it is. And so that's a process. So if you're working with compost directly, and that you're going to be using your bare hands, or your bare skin is going to be touching it, your bare skin is going to be touching it at some point, and you're going to be breathing in, you know, particles and especially steam. Just do the research with what could be in that, because you don't know if it could be potentially toxic or hazardous, or benign. You just don't know. So I recommend doing as much research as you can on that topic matter. Be informed so that you can make the best choice for your health first and foremost, because other than your life force, your health is the most important thing, in this life, especially to be in good health. And so that comes up, because I've experienced some recent health conditions, and I don't know if it's from my work in the composting world or part of it. Not sure, but it's what came to mind in the present moment. And so I just recommend that you do your due diligence to be made aware of the materials and the items, and what could be potentially released that could be problematic or very good for you. So, that's that. And yeah, in 2023, um, I want to encourage us to continually be low waste, zero waste. Is it possible? I don't know. I doubt it. Not in this world per se, but it's a nice moniker, a nice tagline, a nice quote unquote kind of goal to strive towards. But low waste seems more realistic in terms of just being aware of the amount of waste that we create, and try to cut down on a significant amount of that. And so, try to do your best to be even more sustainable in this coming year and finish this year, 2022, strongly. And honestly, to be sustainable, I think that it's an individual choice and journey, and it expands from there. And you know, um, do what you can do. If you can open up a farm stand in a food desert, do it, because that's taking sustainability to the next level. Um, or if you can just go to a recycling facility. Nearest me is Sims Recycling Facility that's in Brooklyn, New York, and they're incredible. Just get informed and see the process from start to finish with where and how some of your waste is handled, or volunteer at a community composting site, be it Earth Matter or Red Hook, compost site, or Brooklyn Botanic Gardens. Take your pick. Different sites do different things, and not all sites are created equal, quote unquote. Yeah, but everybody, in addition to that, everybody ideally should be doing what they can do with what it is they have, and as long as the finished product is a success, then that's a success. And so that's all of us being equal in that way. But the previous statement that I said about not all sites are created equal is that depending upon the skill level, the commitment, and the resources of the crew involved, you're gonna have different quality taking place, being created, being fostered on that particular site. So and yeah, ideally you got somebody who has all of those components at play, and if they have a good heart, that's the extra bonus on the extra bonus. So that's essentially it. Just if you can volunteer, become more informed, be more active, if not in your own world, then get outside and in the larger world do that. And I'll say, lastly, you know, um, take care of your health. Take care of your health. You know, I just came from an impromptu doctor's appointment, and, still in process with that. And if you are someone who is a part of the Captain Planet tribe, do your part. Please do your part. Please do your part to um, make the world a more sustainable place. The planet deserves it. You deserve it, you know? And that starts with you taking care of yourself, because how can you do the work of sustainability and bringing about change in the world and in your own home if you're not doing it with your own body, in your own mind, in your own spirit, firstly? So just do what you can do. Make sure your finances are in order, become financially literate, as well as compost literate, and just make sure you're getting out there and getting some sunshine, getting that water, getting those greens, dark leafy greens, and exercise, and getting the sweat going, and traveling and hugging a loved one, telling someone that you love them today, put a smile on someone's face today, starting with your own. So this is very, very important. I think it's a part of what keeps us sustainable as a human family, or human race, or whatever it is you want to call it. um, are these feats of sustainability, these small feats of sustainability of what it is I just mentioned. So make sure you take care of yourself first, and let's continue to take care of each other. And that's essentially it. So it's just me on here this time around, and I want to put some good energy into the atmosphere, and yeah, something good to hear. So mixed it up, and wishfully you enjoyed it. And yeah, we're gonna go out in a similar way that we came in. And let me just check the tunes real quick. Give me just a moment. Yeah. Um, so once again, just be good to yourself, and be good to another, and be good to your environment. This is our planet. Let's take care of it, and look up at the sky during the day and during the night, and talk to a star. It'll go a long way to helping you feel just right. So this has been Osmosis the Compostist, and this has been another broadcast. And thank you for joining. And make sure you make it long last. All right. So until next time, peace and love.